Phoneybeetlemaniacxs here, the winner once again. Let's start off the New Year's remains gone, and yes, this is in response to what Andrew did with his best and worst, but I'm not going to be as extensive as him. But let's dig into my 5 worst and 5 best movies of the year, and yes, I'm going to be doing it in one video. So with that said, let's dig into my worst first. Yes, that's right, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Michael Bay has now made it his job to go through my childhood and ruin everything that I really liked as a kid. Transformers, fine. But now he's moved on to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, for those who don't know about me, I was a huge Michelangelo fan back in the day, Turtle Power Pizza, all that sort of stuff. And now we have this piece of turd. And it is one of the worst films ever. And the thing is that the plot makes no sense. The characters are really good. There's a moment where Michelangelo makes a sexual pun towards April O'Neil. Michelangelo does not fancy April O'Neil. Casey Jones. Where's Casey Jones in all this? He's probably been played by Shia LaBeouf if we're probably lucky. But no Casey Jones, no nothing. And he's a fan favourite character. There's no reason not to have him. But no, it's a Shredder again. And it wasn't William Fichtner. Why not cast him William Fichtner? He's a good actor. He's not Asian, but at least we can go with that. He's a good actor. But no, they made it some guy you never see who's always in channels and speaks in really racist, Japanese, phone, crap. Where he's like, I will take these turtles apart with my bare hands, and I need my machine-toting armor to do it. It's like awful, absolutely awful. I hate this film with a passion. Godzilla, yes, you knew this was coming. Anyone who's talked to me knows how much I was really disappointed by this. Now, I love Godzilla, and when I mean Godzilla, I mean like put his feet, Death Destroyer or something like that. It'd be quick. This is 2 hours. 2 hours of focusing not on Godzilla, no, on Alan Taylor Johnson. No, he's a good actor. He really is. I'm not saying him off. I'm just saying, if I want to watch a Godzilla film, I want to watch a Godzilla film. I do not want to watch, this stuff, where, Godzilla's in it for a little bit and then disappears because you want to have a glory shot on him and then he disappears again. Again, if I want Godzilla, I want Godzilla. You build him up, show him, have him fight. Have them go away and then come back and fight again. It isn't hard. But God, was it a waste, in my opinion. Mrs. Brown's Boys, the movie. Now, for those of you who don't live in Britain, or have never seen the show, Mrs. Brown's Boys, I envy you. This show is terrible. Now, I say that as somebody who, likes to think of himself as somewhat of someone who's done things like this. Well, not I've done a TV series, but I mean, I've tried to write scripts for stuff, and the thing is that one of the main things you don't do is you don't call scripts because it makes it hard to go back to it. Now, one of the things they do on the show is that in most shows, this is what will happen. They'll do a blooper, they'll cut it out, and they'll put it on a blooper reel if it's a comedy. This is what they do. What they choose to do is leave them in and laugh at them. Now, this isn't funny for numerous reasons. One, it's just makes you look amateurish. Two, it just doesn't work. Okay? But here's a really funny thing about Mrs. Brown. Or apparently it's funny. It's really funny to see a guy in drag as an old Irish, veg seller swear. That is the joke of Mrs. Brown's Boys. That's the joke of Mrs. Brown's Boys, a TV series. As far as I know, it's the joke of the stage show. And as far as I know, it is, and as far as I was able to work out, because this film is all over the shop, is a joke of British Brown Boys, the movie. Now, for those who have been lucky enough to avoid this, avoid it like the plague. It makes 50. It makes. I mean, people say that $1 million to die in the West is the worst comedy. No, this is. At least Seth MacFarlane can be funny. This has never been funny. I don't get it. People have never been able to explain to me why this is funny. I'm sorry, it just isn't. A guy in his full in Irish accent going, "Oh, it's there. I'll hit you with me third prank. It's sort of glad. Oh, fucker, but for God's sake, go away." You know, I mean, like, ugh, it's horrible. It really is. I hate it. I hate the show. I hated the film, and I hate this stage show. I hate the guy. I shouldn't hate the guy because he obviously has talent, but blimey, does he never show it. Anyway, on to the next film. Oh yes, Michael Bay, welcome back. Now for those who haven't seen, this is not the worst one. That's still the second one in my opinion. But this is still quite bad. And I mean quite bad on an epic scale. I mean like, it's got, the only good thing in it is Kelsey Grammer as the villain. And the human villain in it. Apart from that, no. It's got evil Steve Jobs in it, as played by Stanley Tucci. Why he's in this, I don't know. I think he's got some debts that he's paying, I think. It's got Mark Wahlberg, who is an upgrade from Shia LaBeouf, but not by much. But everything else around it is horrible. It's absolutely horrible. It's got that lady who was in, I think it was The Last Airbender, as the main eye candy. I'm sorry, she looks about 15. Now, sorry, that makes me feel squicky because even in the UK where the age consent is 16, that still makes me feel a bit squicky. I'm sure she's older than that, but she looks about 15 because she looks no different than she looks a little bit older than she did in The Last Airbender. In The Last Airbender, she looked about 10. I'm sure she's older than that. I know I'm going to get posted about, oh, she's 21. I don't care if she's 21. She looks about 15. You know, and the thing is that there's supposed to be like a romantic relationship. I didn't care about the romantic relationship she had with her boyfriend. That boyfriend character was worthless. He never did anything in the action scenes. He never did anything anywhere else. He never did anything full stop. And they killed off the character that was doing stuff, which is T.J. Miller. What the hell are you going on about, mate? I mean, I consider this to be the worst of, like, just pointless filmmaking, in my opinion. You know, it's the worst if pointless filmmaking. Anyway, on to my number one worst film. Number one worst film for me, guys, is RoboCop. Now, for those who don't know, I love the original RoboCop. I think it's one of the best films, well, sci-fi films ever made. You know, I mean, everyone knows that Blade Runner is my favourite film, and that RoboCop deals with a lot of the same issues. You know, is there a soul? Is there such a thing as determinism? Is there such a thing as free will? Is there such a thing as a human spirit? Is there such a thing as wanting to be human robot than machine? You know, it deals with that while having a good sense of humour and being very making social commentary about the time. You know, the high-powered 80s. But what I really loved about the original was that you felt for this person. You know, he wasn't just a machine; he was a man. Now, all of that in the remake has gone. I mean, no questions about identity, so you don't really connect with the character as much. No questions about, you know, is he a machine, is he a man? No. He's fully called Alex all the way through. He's not called Robocop at the time, because, again, that's one of the things that they did. The other thing they did is they decide, the people who've done this, instead of getting rid of his hand like they did in the original, to keep it. So basically, he's all in this like yogurt, but he's got this one hand like this. That's a human. Now, it looks silly, but it doesn't look as silly because he's in this full Robocop gear. He's in the silver, but then he goes into black because the people who made this obviously saw the Dark Knight and thought that was a good idea. But no, he's got Robocop. He should look like a robot. He should have to wear the silver. But no, that's the thing that I hate most about this. And for those who've seen the original Robocop, you know I'm going like this. Nancy Allen plays his partner. In this, his partner is played by a black man. Now I have no problem with that. Again, sometimes you're recasting and you think somebody's better for the role and you can't imagine this person wrong. Fine. The actor I actually did that it was a really good actor, and I hope he goes on to do better things. However, here's the thing: he does nothing. In the original Robocop, Nancy Allen's character, whose name I'm blanking on, character's name I'm blanking on at the moment. She's behind him. She helps him shoot up stuff. She helps him get food. She helps him out a lot. That character in this film does nothing. Nothing. They have a couple of conversations and that's it. But she's the one who helps him find his humanity again. And to me, that's unforgivable. That you've done this to this character. It's horrible. Anyway, I hated this film. I really did. And if I was not on a plane in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, I would have walked out. That's how bad it was. Stick around for a moment because now I'm going to go into my best list. That's right, the Lego Movie. Now, it's one of those things where you think it's going to be really terrible, and it isn't. It's really good. I mean, it has a breaking the fourth wall moment. Spoilers if you haven't seen it. That doesn't ruin the film. And trust me, that can ruin a pretty decent film. It has ruined a pretty decent film in the past where people have done stuff that broke the fourth wall. They're going, oh, this sucks. But I will say this. The Lego Movie is great. And the thing is that you come out of it singing everything is awesome. You just do, everything is awesome! Sorry, I can't sing, but you get the idea. You do come out of it singing that. And a TV show, whatever it's called. But yeah, it's real good. It's all about this thing about destiny and stuff like that, and how you overcome destiny, and so it's a really good film. And it's really good. I mean, I think that Liam Neeson's really good in it as good cop, bad cop. And he basically plays off the reputation that he has, which is always good to see actors do that. I always like it when actors do that and play off the reputations they do have, which will be feed into my list next year. For those who don't know about Birdman. Anyway, I really like this. Yeah, definitely check it out. Now to the best horror film of the year, The Babadook. Now this is an Australian film where where it's basically about a relationship between a mother and a son, and then all of a sudden this mysterious character called Mr. Babadook comes along, and things go downhill from there. It is really scary, and it does that really bad thing of creeping terror. Usually horror films are now like this: quiet, 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 bang, quiet, 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 bang. But no, this is much more different than that. This is more, dreading suspense and catching things in. Yeah, it's basically like The Shining. I know people go, but that's what I compare it to, The Shining. But you don't see something quite. Basically, you see it and then you see it more and more. This is basically what this is. yes, X-Men Days of Future Past. Now, well, there are some things that they've changed for the worse. I still think that this is excellent. I think that it has a great time style trouble. I do like the fact that Andrew talked about the fact that the kitchen scene with Quicksilver, which is great. But I'm surprised no one else is talking about the other scene that I consider, where Magneto comes into a baseball stadium and then all you hear is and then like it pans away to like whatever's going on near the White House, and then you pan back and go and then you pan back again and he's like it's sort of awesome. You see this guy coming with this baseball stadium. But I really liked it, and the fact that the Sentinels are actually badass, and this is the purple pussy things that they've been in the past is awesome. Actually, I really liked it. Anyway, that's right, Guardians of the Galaxy. What everyone does. This was really, really good. This is really, really good, and I think that anything that could make a raccoon old enough to be plausible, and you actually like him as a character. And Vin Diesel's been the best he's been in quite some time as Groot. I am Groot, and apparently he's had to say that in about 14 or 15 different languages. Yes, we Groot. I ignite Groot. Stuff, and stuff like that. And I like Chris Pratt as the ring guy. And I like the fact, the main thing I like about it is that he dances. Because he could have been like super serious. I lost my mom, but no, he's like dancing. He's happy, and that's what's good about it. Is that he's sort of like a Han Solo type, and that's what makes it work. I think is the group dynamic. They all have their different things. I like the fact that it's got great 70s music. I hope the next one will have great 80s music. We'll probably be back to the 70s again. Anyway, now to my number one. That's right, Interstellar. No, I'm not gonna get the usual. Oh, you're just a Nolan fanboy, or you're a Nolan night. It's like no. I'm sorry to say no. Again, if when I'm watching a film, when somebody's lighting up a phone next to me, and I forget that's happening, that's a good film. If in the middle of the film I start crying, that's a good film. If I forget where I am and I'm going with it, that's a really good film. And that's the reason why it's still at the top of my list. Well, it'd be my top three at least. But the thing that's nailed it home for me, and I know this is going to be a very personal thing, but this is, hey, this is my list, and that's what's going to make it stick for me, is this. In the film where, you go down the thing that makes it work, well, for me at least, is that it's not a totally atheist-heavy message. Which, again, this movie, people compare this to Contact in some ways, and I can see that. But it's not an atheist-heavy message, and that is something that I like. That there may be a God, there may not be, we don't know. And that's the thing that I like the most about this this film is it's not atheist heavy, it's not Christian heavy, it's both, and that's something that is very hard to engage. And the other thing that's great about it is that it's people's reaction to it. Now, I was listening to emails, responses to the film on a podcast that I like to listen to, which is the Mail and Cable podcast, in which Simon Mail read aloud basically people's reaction to it, and some people who have lost people, lost partners, lost, whoever, who died. It really moved them. It touched them a different way than it touched everyone else. And as somebody who lost his grandfather very young, my grandfather died when I was like old enough to remember him, but it still hit me quite hard, and it emotionally scarred. It emotionally touched me. What happened to him, and the fact is that when he went, I had a hard time dealing with it. I still do have a hard time dealing with it. But I think that this film is about how we deal with loss, how we deal with that. You know, that they're still with us in some sort of way, whether that be spiritual or in our memories or whatever. And I think that that's what this film does importantly. Is it helps if it helps people get through a loss, it's done its job. No, would I say this is Nolan's best film? No, I still think that's Inception. I think that Inception is his best film by quite a large margin. Where would I put this in his catalogue? I'd put this maybe as his fifth film, right behind his Prestige, behind maybe Batman Begins and Dark Knight. But it's still a really, 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 really good film, and I think that people in future generations will pick this up as the film that they'll want to go see again, because it's, if anything makes you feel that way, if it's something knocks you, if it's basically a good punch, you forgive whatever problems you have there, and there are problems here. I mean, part of the plot doesn't really make sense, and the thing is that I think that Christopher Nolan is one of those people that when he's got somebody else with him apart from him and his brother, he's really good. And like Inception, he's just hit, and I think that that's how he should write in future. You know, he should just bring his brother in just to do rewrites or whatever. Because while his brother is a good writer, he has written shit before. Christopher Nolan writes really good stuff. Like apparently, the interrogation scene in Dark Knight was all him. But you know, the thing is that if Chris, if you're watching, if you want to win that Oscar that you've always wanted to win, and we all know that you do want to win it, here's a point from me. Stick to the stuff that you can do. And when I mean that, I mean stick to that crime stuff. Like, I tell you what, make a sci-fi film, make a legit on-Earth sci-fi film. Make it like 12 Monkeys or something like that. You'd be great at that. Or even better, make the Justice League movie. Everyone wants to see you make the Justice League movie because you won't fuck it up. And Warner Brothers just back a truckload of money onto his driveway. Just go, like, come on. You know, that's what we make, because this shows, to me at least, that you can do the space shots really, really well for what would be needed. Or even if you want to do like Crisis on Infinite Earths, do that. Do anything you want. Again, I'm interested to see what he does next. I really am, because I think that Christopher Nolan is a very fine filmmaker, and to me, he's one of those people who shows that, again, cinema is not going towards 3D, it's going towards IMAX, and I really hope that's the way. Anyway, thanks for all for watching, and I'll see you next time. This has been my list, and hopefully me and Andrew will be doing a compare-contrast list, hopefully, and also, hopefully, if we can get it uploaded, you'll see me and him discuss Transformers versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when I was in Canada. Right.